Welcome back to day 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas, Season 3, 2016. Now, before we dive into today's review, I want to briefly explain how I randomize all these suggestions to determine the winners. Just so you guys know, and it applies to today's review because the suggester did not receive their day preference. And I'll talk about that a little later on in the video. But first, I basically chose a series from 2016. Let's say, for example, World Grand Prix. Then I took all the names of the people who suggested cars, put them in a randomizer, random.org, randomized the list, and then saw who was in the number 1 slot and picked their pick for that series I already chose, which in this case was the World Grand Prix series. I then did that 12 times for the 12 days. And now, of course, for the people who did not suggest for every series for 2016, I removed their names and added them back in when necessary. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, of course, now this does lead to conflicts for the day preferences. So I'll use today's example to help explain. Congratulations, Ross Cars and Planes, by the way. You won with Justin Partson for day 2, but you didn't pick day 2. You actually chose day 6. Now, I'm sorry that you did not actually receive that day. Quite a few other people actually chose day 6, and I'll explain to everyone how I actually chose it. It's ironic because Ross Cars and Planes asked me how I would choose this, and I explained it to him, and it was actually a great question because I didn't really think about it much before. So essentially, let me just pull out the Piston Cup series. Say the other person with day 6 had a car from the Piston Cup series and they won. I would look at the 2016 poster and see which series had the location that was furthest to the top and furthest to the left. So the Piston Cup series is at the top right, and the Paris Parts Market series is at the bottom. So clearly, I would choose the Piston Cup over the Paris Parts Market. So then, Piston Cup person, they got day 6. Paris Parts Market person, Ross Cars and Planes here, they would get a day that was empty because day 2, no one actually even suggested anything for day 2. So Ross Cars and Planes got day 2. So I'm sorry, but that's why they're called day preferences, meaning that you may not get the one that you pick. So hopefully everyone understands that. And now let's dive right back into the review here of Justin Partson from the Paris Parts Market series. Of course, this series featured in today's Day of Christmas. Day 2. Congrats again to Ross Cars and Planes for winning. I appreciate your suggestion and everyone else's as well. Without your suggestions, this series would not exist. So Justin here was actually a new release in 2016, so we don't have any previous releases to talk about. He was number 4 out of 6 in the Paris Parts Market series. There is his nice art there. Not going to go into too much detail about his package here, but he was released in case D, which was pretty early on in the year, like March, April, but I still see him occasionally on the pegs, and you can check out my review of him and the rest of case D in the description below, or as a card suggestion. I'll probably have it on the end screen as well. So it was a pretty good series. Unfortunately, I do not have Alexis Wilson up on my channel yet. I do have Alexis, but will not be able to review him and the rest of the case until after Christmas. I'm just swamped with stuff outside of the channel as well, and plus the 12 Days of Christmas is a must-do because you can only do them now. You can't do them after Christmas or anything, so I want to get these videos out for sure. So I know that some of you may have picked Alexis, but unfortunately can't really do that until I get the review out of him. So maybe in the future, I'm not really sure because he's a 2016 release. But not droning on anymore. He appeared in the Paris parts market, as the series obviously indicates, just as McMissile, Finn McMissile, Holly Shiftwell drove into the market, and he was actually right next to Alexis Wheelson. Seems like they were business partners at the market. So taking a look at Justin here alone, he's a very cool and unique model. Yes, his model is unique to himself. No other cars share his model design, which is absolutely amazing. I love when Mattel does that, and therefore I don't really have any cars to compare him to besides, yes, this is kind of weird, Luigi. And the reason behind this is that when I think of Justin, the only other car that seems similar to me is Luigi due to their rather similar shape. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Maybe you have something else in mind. I mean, there are hundreds of cars nowadays, so I definitely could have overlooked one because I mean, it's impossible to keep a mental record of every car and which ones look kind of similar. So I'm sorry, but Luigi is pretty close, at least for me personally. Now, of course, there are a lot of differences as well, but shape, kind of similar. Now, Justin has this different colored hood, which I've always thought about what is exactly on the hood. It looks like a white spray painted M, or if you look at it this way, W. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think of his oddly painted hood. Maybe that's just how it came. Maybe it got dirty. I really have no idea. It's just kind of odd that it looks like an M. So just let me know what you guys think about that. I love his expression. It looks amazing. He's happy. I just really like how they used the mouth and the eyes, which looks very, very nice. Now along his fenders and the bottom of the car, he has dirt, gravel, dust, whatever you want to call it, detailing. Also looks like he's began to lose some paint along the edges. His license plate reads 31E GHF 94. To my knowledge, this license plate is unique to him because you guys know Mattel likes to reuse license plates kind of occasionally. And now I'm not sure if Alexis Wheelson has the same license plate because I have not even opened the case that I got Alexis in yet. So if you have Alexis, let me know what you guys think or what you guys know actually if you have Alexis. Here's the base if you're interested in it. A very, very nice base indeed, I guess. I actually say that in all honesty because the color actually really complements his body because it's a dirty color and it's pretty realistic because being a Paris parts market vendor, the image that Disney Pixar gave them was dirtiness, so it makes sense that their base is brown there. So I like that feature about them. So all in all, I know a lot of people, when I said that last, thought I was going to talk about all in all the fuel from Cars 2, and I found that really funny. But nope, just kind of a phrase I like to use to wrap things up. So, all in all, Justin Partson is a nice car. I don't know if he's my favorite. My favorite probably will be Alexis Wheelson from the Paris Parts Market series. Do want to show Jason Hubcap, another one from the series that I reviewed not last month, 2 months ago. Celine DeFair, who was released in 2012, she appeared at the market as well, but of course, she was not released in the Paris Parts Market series. So if we get Alexis on the table, then we will have all the vendors complete. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. Thanks again, Ross Cars and Planes, for the suggestion. I hope the video lived up to what you'd hoped it'd be, and of course, I appreciate your suggestion because suggestions are essential to this series and really to my channel in general. So, thanks to everyone who suggested, thanks to everyone who has subscribed, thanks to everyone who has supported my channel. It really does mean a lot to me, especially in this Christmas season when I realize how grateful I am of things and how lucky I am to have such a great fan base. So, thanks again for watching for like the millionth time now, but I really do mean it and I appreciate your viewership. And as you probably noticed, I had to add Tombe in there, so I literally just kind of like ran over to my shelf, pulled him off, and brought him back here because he definitely belongs with these guys. So, I'll see you guys next time for day 3 Hope you guys have been enjoying the background, the music, the thumbnails, just trying to make it really Christmassy and holiday-like. Of course, happy holidays. Catch you guys next time. Bye now.